Hello everyone, welcome to my Module 3 teaching memo. Spring is 23 days away. Spring training has begun for all you diehard baseball fans. Yanks and Sox went at it on Saturday. The rivalry is starting early this year. Although the Red Sox won, I would not declare victory yet. I anticipate another dogfight between the Sox and the Bronx Bombers all the way to October. I hope everyone enjoyed the week off and are rested and ready to kick butt. Even though tour was closed, I think, Dr. Tom was working. Starting off with some housekeeping, I've graded several of your DEJs, which are due on March 3rd. Week from Sunday on RTI, and I have one major piece of feedback to give. When you react to a quote, I want to hear your voice, not that of the authors. Therefore, I would avoid cutting and pasting quotes unless you really want to emphasize something. Therefore, I want to see your opinion or a connection to your work as a teacher/learner. Just paraphrasing does not give me any insight as to how you are interpreting what you're reading. Also, remember to connect to my presentation. It is there where you will discover what I think are the quote-unquote big ideas. You should only have quotes from Salvia, Isseldijk, and Whitmer in the left-hand column. So that's all that should be over here. No Fisher and Fry, no Cohen and Spencer, no Dr. Tom's presentation. Just Salvia, Isseldijk, and Whitmer. Your reaction should be in the right-hand column with your connections to my presentation, the other readings, or some other pertinent material. I prefer that you first react to our resources rather than going outside and finding some bizarre, I'm only exaggerating, but finding some other connection. Use our material. I've chosen them because they go to the heart of response to intervention. You can use citations, but you don't need a reference list. I am looking for you to have a conversation with the text, so write in a conversational style rather than a note-taking one. Again, I want to hear your voice, strong opinions, and deep connections. All right, some big ideas. Response to intervention is one of the most important topics covered in the special education portion of this course because it pertains equally as much to regular education teachers, Tier 1, as to special education persons. In your DEJs, you need to indicate an understanding of the process from the 7 basic assumptions: universal screening, research-based classroom curriculum, intervention, fidelity, integrity, progress monitoring through CBMs, rate of improvement, ROI, gap analysis, frequency versus specificity, and progression through the 3 tiers of interventions. There's also some other big ideas. You have to watch my RTI presentation to see what I'm talking about. This semester, the grade that DEJ's discussion board was an enormous surprise with the amount of quality and of the conversation. In the past, I just saw comments on the way your classmates graded. This was an exercise to get you familiar with what I expected for your first DEJ. You might have noticed that I wasn't as active in this discussion because the point was for you all, after reading the course material and watching my RTI presentation, you should have done that first, you could discuss the quality of the exemplars using the rubric. This is a powerful exercise, if, capital IF, taken seriously, as it forces students to go beyond just looking at the rubric as a guide. If you haven't done your DEJ yet, or have submitted it and I have suggested that you can resubmit, it is important that you watch my assignment video, my RTI presentation, and the first DEJ video embedded in the assignment instructions. My goal is that you all get an A+, but you must do the work. In my 640-20 section, Courtney had a novel idea to getting her in a conversational writing style. She used a voice-to-text program, which are available on most iPhones and laptops, to assist her in having A dialogue with the text. Interesting. In every section, I shared my DEJ bookmark, which some of you found helpful. And I used to print that out, laminate it, and hand it out to my students when I taught live classes. But here I'm just giving you a link to it. You can do with it what you like. In every section, I reminded folks that the lowest grade in the rubric was a 2.6, which, when divided by the total possible points, 4, comes out to be a grade of 65 or a D-. My rationale for this, and for having a grade of 50 being the lowest mark I give, even for not handing in an assignment, will be revealed in session 11. I have done a little foreshadowing in some of the conversations. Effie in 64020 shared this article by Weinstein 2017, which will give you a taste of what's to come later. I am constantly revising my rubrics and grading a few so far this semester. I can see issues where quantity includes big ideas and connections to other assigned resources. Also, the quality and writing style has some duplication which should not be there. So, if you have suggestions before I decide that the rubric, before I revise the rubric, which I last did 2 semesters ago, feel free to communicate with me, either through the discussion board, or through Remind, or through an email. Again, make sure you watch my assignment video. I made major changes last week, which did not coincide with the syllabus. I got a few emails about that, so a couple of people were checking the syllabus. This assignment video should always be up to date unless you are working ahead. Then you're on your own. So that's it. Make sure you watch my assignment video, and I hope you all had a great week, and I will be back in 1 week.